introducing folks of all ages to America's music from the slave era. That's what we do at Project GRADY-RAYAM. The songs are called Negro spirituals, and they are a powerful music genre. We use the music to enchant concertgoers, to inspire thoughts of unity and hope in friends and neighbors, and to promote important civic ideals. We mostly use the music of the Negro spirituals tradition to develop talent in young singers and pianists as they make their way through college. Our goal is to enhance their success now and improve their chance of attaining even more in future years. That's what we call cultivating greatness. Cultivating greatness is competing. Healthy competition builds technical proficiency, improves music literacy, and instills self-assuredness in those who compete. Our GRADY-RAYAM Prize in Vocal Performance encourages juniors and seniors in high school or college to learn and perform arranged spirituals before a jury panel. Our Carl Maltzby Prize in Piano Performance does the same for keyboard artists at the same levels. Cultivating greatness is mentoring. Self-esteem and professionalism are the values we stress when we teach and mentor emerging artists. Over a span of 20+ years, our organization has worked directly with more than 50,000 clients, including senior high school students, collegians, parents, educators, and music professionals, to help young people learn an unfamiliar art form and grow from the challenge of doing so. Cultivating greatness is also performing. Putting accomplished youngsters on stage provides them opportunities to hone their skills and perfect their artistry for appreciative audiences who enjoy classical performance. The feedback and encouragement gained on each occasion only serves to propel them forward more quickly. And cultivating greatness is funding. The arts are integral to pupil development at all learning levels, but funding for arts education takes a back seat in the age of STEM and business studies. That's why all of our winning artists gain tuition assistance in the form of direct grants they can use to help them stay in college and complete their studies. We've awarded more than $350,000 to help 94 students stay on their chosen path. The network of programs and services called Project GRADY-RAYAM is sponsored by the Negro Spiritual Scholarship Foundation, a nonprofit outreach effort created in 1996 by the late Catholic Bishop Thomas J. Grady and the internationally renowned performer and educator Curtis Rayam Jr. Together, the bishop and the opera singer put Central Florida on America's cultural map in a unique way, while pointing our young people towards better, more wonderful tomorrows. You can help us keep their legacy alive by sponsoring foundation events as a marketing opportunity, underwriting Project GRADY-RAYAM programs for civic engagement purposes, or making charitable donations to help sustain agency operations. Every dollar will make today more possible and tomorrow more promising. All we ask is your commitment to join in the work of cultivating greatness for Florida's best and brightest.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us for the 5th and final presentation of Project GRADY-RAYAM's Behold, a Virtual Recital Series, our gift to the community. I am your host, Damon Dailey. We hope you all had a very Merry Christmas, and we send a Happy Kwanzaa to you as well. During the month of December, we have shared inspiring holiday performances from several of our past GRADY-RAYAM Prize and Carl Maltsby Prize winners. Tonight, we culminate this series with Nashville, Tennessee native countertenor Patrick Dailey. The Los Angeles Daily News has described Patrick Dailey as possessing a powerful and elegant countertenor voice and a vocal standout by Boston Classical Review. His artistry was identified early through the National NAACP AXO competition, the NFAA Arts, and GRADY-RAYAM Prize in Vocal Music of the Negro Spiritual Scholarship Foundation. Dailey made his professional operatic debut with Opera Saratoga as the first countertenor member of the company's Young Artist Program and was the first countertenor invited to Opera New Jersey's Victoria J. Mastrobuono Emerging Artist Program. In 2009, Mr. Dailey sang a featured duet with Aretha Franklin as the finale for the annual Let Freedom Ring celebration at the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts. Additionally, he has been featured with artists Cook, Dixon, and Young since 2012. In the summers of 2015 and 2016, Mr. Dailey was a young artist with the American Bach Soloists. Soon after, he sang the world premiere of Frederick Douglass' The Making of an American Prophet, composed by Grammy Award-winning country songwriter Marcus Humming, and debuted with the Memphis Symphony Orchestra under the baton of Robert Moody. Additionally, in 2016, Mr. Dailey made international debuts in the United Kingdom and Brazilian premieres of Hasse's Mark Antoinette and Cleopatra with the Woodhouse Opera Festival. He made his Subculture New York City debut at the invitation of Tony Award-winning composer Jason Robert Brown as a part of Brown's Broadway cabaret residency. In the spring of 2017, he debuted with Opera Louisiane as Telemaco in Michael Browitz's world premiere jazz gospel orchestration of Monteverdi's Il Ritorno, and debuted with the Grand Rapids Symphony singing Bernstein's Chichester Psalms under the baton of Michael Christie. Mr. Dailey is featured in Fatherhood, a documentary directed by award-winning London-based director Brent Greger, which premiered on Fuse TV in 2019. He is also featured on recording projects such as the debut album of acclaimed duo and super producers Louis York, American Griots, Adrian Dunn's Redemption live in Chicago, and the self-titled release from the Aeolians of Oakwood University under the direction of Dr. Jason Max Ferdinand. Growing in his reputation as a scholar, Mr. Dailey was invited to the Center for Black Music Research's inaugural Black Vocality Symposium in 2013, giving a performative presentation entitled The Anatomy of the Black Voice, Peculiarities, Challenges, and Regional Differences. Since that time, he has been an artist in residence, masterclass clinician, and guest lecturer at Southern University, Prairie View University, the University of Arkansas, and Vanderbilt University. Mr. Dailey was lead soloist and vocal music curator of the official MLK 50 commemoration at the National Civil Rights Museum in 2018 in Memphis, Tennessee. In the fall of 2019, he presented at the inaugural Harry T. Burleigh Week organized by the Burleigh Legacy Alliance of Burleigh's hometown of Erie, Pennsylvania, and regularly presents lectures and programs in conjunction with the organization. Most recently, Mr. Dailey curated and presented a virtual clinic and webinar entitled A Stirring in My Soul, the Negro Spiritual and Social Justice Movements, presented by the National Museum of African American Music. A 2012 graduate of Morgan State University, he also received a Master of Music from Boston University. He currently serves on the voice faculty at Tennessee State University, where he established the Big Blue Opera Initiative and the annual Harry T. Burleigh Spiritual Festival. Additionally, he is the founding artistic director of the W. Krim Singers and a co-founding member of the historically informed crossover ensemble Early Music City. Mr. Dailey holds membership in the National Association of Negro Musicians, the National Association of Teachers of Singing, and Phi Mu Alpha Symphonia Fraternity of America, Incorporated. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. Patrick Dailey.
Of Jesse's lineage coming, as those of old have sung. It came a flower bright amid the cold of winter, when half spent was the night. Oh, flowers fragrant tender, with sweetness fills the air. Dispelling glorious splendor, though darkness everywhere. True man, but very God. From sin and death now save us, and share our every hope. Then shall the eyes of the blind be opened, and the ears of the deaf unstopped. Then shall the lame man leap as an oat, and the tongue of the dumb shall sing. He shall feed his flock like a shepherd,
Hi, my name is Patrick Dailey. I'm coming to you from Fisk University in Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA. I stand in front of Jubilee Hall, which is the oldest building in the South erected for the education of African Americans. Today, my colleague Matt Phelps and I are going to be singing and offering There Are Angels Hovering Round, a Negro spiritual arranged by Dr. Uzzie Brown, chair of the music department at Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia. You know, I chose this because oftentimes when we hear about angels and we think of angels within the African American vernacular, we don't just think of the actual heavenly beings, but we're also referring to our ancestors. We're referring often to people who have gone on before. And even beyond that, we also think about those who need to be cared for and how the angels come and watch over and protect and make sure that there's no harm that's done to us. Then this spiritual in particular is interesting because it's actually a Christmas spiritual. Christmas being that time, that Advent season, when those who ascribe to the Christian faith celebrate and remember the birth of Christ and what all that means, the joy and the newness that can come from it. So here we are during all of this happening in our world, and we need the angels and the ancestors to watch over us, as well as hoping for this new birth and this newness that will come and make everything all better. So we offer to everyone, to the ancestors, to the elders, to those of us today, to those of us who are sick and dealing with COVID and so many other things. Hope, here's to hope. Here's to newness. Here's to a new life. There are angels hovering around.
All night, all day, the angels keep watching over me, my Lord. All night, all day, the angels keep watching over me, my Lord.
Thank you, Patrick, for sharing your unique gift with us and for your wonderful sentiments about your foundation ambassadorship. Now, if you would like to sow a seed into the future of Project Grady-RAYAM and its young artists, please send us a text via the number below or visit our website at www.projectgradyram.org/donate. Please like, share, comment, and follow our Facebook and YouTube pages. We love to hear from you. On behalf of our Board of Directors and Board Chair, Ms. Lindell Mims, and the Foundation's founder, Father Rudolph Clear, we thank you for your continued support throughout this difficult time. Thank you again for joining us, and we hope you have enjoyed these programs. Until next time, Godspeed and Happy New Year.